I just need more stuff on the workbench. That's just all there is to it. I do have a few personal projects kind of going, so I'll dive into that later. But first, the Spitfire. And last I left off, and it went pretty quick, is I had to take some future over there. I airbrushed the top, waited a day, flipped it over, airbrushed the bottom for the decals, same way on the Typhoon. So you're basically 3-4 days, and that's just letting it dry thoroughly. And after that, basically last night and this morning, just started slapping the decals on. The Tech Mod decals, they are not bad. I have one tiny complaint with them, and that is they would like to crack. And if you can see right here on the tail fin decal here, it cracked on me. So what I'm going to do is get a little bit of touch-up paint, match the color best I can, then I'll just take an airbrush and do a little bit of weathering on it. It wanted to crack on a couple other places, especially the lettering, and that was also on the Typhoon, which I'll get to that in a minute. But with a little bit of solution, microsol here, everything goes down. You can see where it's I got it gloss, and once I get a dull coat over it, it'll be dulled down. But anyway, hopefully you can see I got to put one more little dab of microsol on there just to get the on the what's it called, the panel lines, get it to roll, sink down. But anyway, they're pretty much on. I got just damn near almost all the decals on it, and including the bottom. So I'm gonna let this put one more basically a coat or two of microsol on there and let that dry overnight, and then tomorrow I'll go in with the airbrush and do a little bit of weathering on the decals, and of course the exhaust. And I need to do some touch-up painting, but the decal goes pretty quick. You can tell by the pile there of decal film. Again, Tech Mod decal is pretty decent. They're a little I want to say crispy. They would like to crack just a little bit. On the Typhoon, getting the bottom decals on. The tail here, as you can see, it's uneven. That was my mistake. I didn't hold my tongue right when I put it on, so what I'm going to do is I'll just get some paint and touch that up, and we'll be good to go. Plus it's on the bottom, which is a good thing, so you don't really see it. So I did get all the top decals on. Got a couple more up here on the front, which I'll take care of probably later today. And again, I'll shoot everything with the dull and then go with the airbrush and just blend everything together. The only ones that really cracked on me here were the double H's here on the Typhoon. They want to crack. They should probably go back just a little bit farther back, but I'm going to put a little more setting solution on just to get them snugged in, and then shoot a little with the airbrush just to weather it down, and we'll be good to go on that. And again, same thing with the Typhoon. I'll just do it all at one whack. One thing I am going to leave off, and that is, I assume it's on, well, I actually did mine, the invasion stripes. They actually should be right up against the hole. I actually did it farther, as I was going to put the little wear strips on there. I know it's a different version, but it's actually a black decal, and it just wouldn't look right, so I'm not going to do that. If it was more of a gray, I could paint it if I want to, but I'm just not going to mess with it. I think it's looks fine the way it is. I'll just put a little more weathering on it, and we'll be good to go. So we're getting real close to finishing the Spitfire and the Typhoon. The creeper truck. I'm at the stage where, and I'm going to basically sound like a broken record, basically sand and repeat. Sand and repeat. I got the box truck. I got it all cut out, proper shape and everything. Got everything basically super glued, just the reinforced seams, and I'm just sanding everything down to shape. There's no putty on it yet. May have to shoot a little bit of primer just to see if I got all the squared up and everything, but I should be pretty good. Just got a couple more rounds of sanding to go, and it's just that's basically just sitting down and doing it. For the cab of the truck, I still got to scribe the top here, but I went ahead and I basically put on AVs and then built it up, and then built up another layer, as in I got the correct hood front end. It's basically got 3 slits. Maybe you can see it here. You see the 3 slits. Where's the... If you look there, it shows the 3 slits, but it's mostly, yeah, I want to say it's, you know, it's more curved. It should be more of a flatter. So anyway, I fixed that just like I got here in the picture. So I built it up, got AVs on, smoothed it out, and then I went and sanded it down smooth just to get it pretty even. Got to add a little more, got to add a little strip detail on here, and I'll be done with that. I did fill in the windows here. I got to add a little strip there for the front. Do a little putty work just to get everything flush, and then what I want to do is do a vacuum form of it so I can actually put the seats in and get everything fixed, because I got the sides here fixed flush, so when you can just cut them back out once you make a vacuum form kit out of it. But anyway, we'll get to that momentarily. Hopefully, I don't know, week or two, we should be able to get the get everything basically built, hopefully vacuum formed, and then we can start building the actual truck, and then but that's basically it, except for the chassis and everything, but actually taking shape. So that is where I stand on the creeper truck. And of course, got a little more just sand dudes. It's just little stuff, but no big deal. We'll get it done. That's all that matters. I got a few projects since we're doing cars, and it sparked some interest, and so I'll share that later on. I do have a car coming which I'm going to have to I got to repaint it, so I'll show everyone that when the time comes. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Also got the 22-inch Eagle, which I'll probably dive into. I got some aftermarket stuff for that, but I'll show everyone that when the time arises. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We got the creeper truck, putting decals on the Typhoon, and putting decals on the Spitfire. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.